when a beginner first starts training, after they've gone through the first few months, first year trying to understand how to move, how to stand, how to get their alignment correct. The first thing we're really trying to teach is how to connect the floor to the tips of the fingers. So we spear hand, and the spear hand isn't something that just comes from the arms, it's an inflation that starts from the soles of the feet, that connects up through the body to the tips of the fingers. When done correctly, it's a line of power that comes straight out to the hands. We have a number of different exercises that we use to be able to help students get this inflation from the feet up to the hands. And this starts to develop at the shaking Jin that White Crane is famous for, and many other different ways of internal power production. When students have some degree of skill in bringing the power forward with this movement that we call inflation or opening, the next thing is to be able to bring the power down. So it's the opposite side, closing. And we use something common throughout traditional martial arts called the external harmonies, where we're harmonizing the lower joints with the arm joints. So the inflation becomes a deflation to bring the power down. And these exercises, White Crane flaps its wings, are all working these exercises, these principles, how to open with connecting the floor up into the point of impact, and how to close and bring power down with the harmonies. When a student becomes proficient at bringing the power up to the hands and then bringing it down using the harmonies, we then develop that further so the power can go beyond the student's hand, beyond the practitioner's hand, to the tip of the staff. Should then help the students to direct their intention, so the mind, with the body, the energy, to go to the tip of the staff. And that's called the internal harmonies, but we're not going to talk about that today. So before we teach the staff, we teach the student a number of drills and exercises to help initially strengthen the joints in the arm, strengthen the joints in the back and the body, and then also to help them be able to extend the exercises they learn for inflating, deflating, opening, closing, yin and yang, to the tip of the staff. And the first one is just slamming the staff down. This aims to strengthen the joints, and also it helps direct the intention. So we're slamming the staff down to the floor, trying to get the tip of the staff to vibrate. So initially a student will do this and they'll be bent, unbalanced. The power will stop at their shoulders, power will stop at their elbows. But over time, again, repeated drilling, repeated practice, bang, the power will come straight to the tip, coming forward. Another drill we do is from bow and arrow stance. Whip, whip. Again, this is difficult to get initially because the student thinks that the lead hand is creating the power, but that's actually not true, because if you try to use the lead hand to create the power, it becomes very disjointed and it doesn't work. It's the backhand. So what I advise students to practice when they can't really get the understanding of the backhand is to just use the backhand, to use the body and just whip across. And the front hand can be added to just direct the power. So we harmonize the hand with the mind to direct the power to the tip of the staff. So as you can see, these movements are all inflation movements to connect the floor up to the tip of the staff. And this is a deflation movement to harmonize, bring the power down. Bang. hope this helps you with your staff practice.